Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, November 5th. I'm your host, Bree Cox-Kennedy. For those of you who haven't voted yet, I will let you know where to go to do so because folks, it's finally here, Election Day. But first on today's show, we are talking with Dr. Samir Kanan. Oops, stepped out of frame too far. Sorry about that, folks. We're trying something new here today. How do you like it? Dr. Samir Kanan with Saddleback Memorial Care, and he's going to be talking to us about thoracic surgery. And then later in the show, for those of you who love the literary world, we're going to be talking with the Pub Club with Marcia Hackett and Cheryl Svensson. So stay tuned for those great interviews. But first, we do want to keep you informed. And as I said, it is Election Day. So you can go over to vote in person at Laguna Woods City Hall. Orange County Registrar of Voters staff will be able to solve your voter registration issues, repair new votes, provide replacement ballots, and assist with other voting-related matters. So head on over there if you're planning on voting today. Let's take a look at our Laguna Woods Village 5-day forecast. Today is going to be high of 73. Climbing up a little bit more, high tomorrow 75, dropping back down into the lower 70s, and it is sure cold out there in the mornings. Next up, we've got our sunrise sunset segment. Sunrise this morning was at 6:14 a.m. Sunset is getting earlier and earlier every day. I can't say that I like it, but I do like that photo. Sunset tonight will be at 4:53 if you want to catch the sunset. I took this picture in the British Virgin Island of Nevis. If you'd like to send us your pictures, please do so. We'd love to see them. Email those to us here at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Send us your name, where the photo was taken, and in a horizontal format, please. We've got a meeting to tell you about, and then after the break, we'll be sitting down with Dr. Samir Kanan with Memorial Care.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Attention Laguna Woods homeowners. Upgrade your bathroom with luxury bath designs of Orange County and enjoy up to $4,000 off or 20% savings, whichever is greater. We bring everything right to your door: fixtures, faucets, flooring, walls, and more. No hassle, no stress. Our expert team will design a space that's beautiful, comfortable, and safe. Call now or visit luxurybathdesigns.com to schedule your consultation. Luxury, comfort, and peace of mind, just one call away.
For some of you, it may be time to replace your dated windows and doors. I'm a resident of Laguna Woods and have served the community for 10 years. As a women-owned business, you can trust Window Jazz to provide seamless service from the moment we meet to the completion of the job. Most jobs are completed in just one day.
Window Jazz put windows in my home. The service was amazing, the price couldn't be beat, and I would recommend them to anybody.
Call Window Jazz now to schedule your free consultation.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
Today we are thrilled to have Dr. Samir Kanan a board-certified thoracic surgeon
Yes.
whose expertise and dedication have transformed countless of lives through innovative care.
Thank you.
Welcome, Dr. Kanan. It's so nice to have you. It's been a little while since you've been
Yes.
here on the show. Could you tell us a little bit more about your role there at Saddleback?
Sure. I'm a what's called a dedicated thoracic surgeon, meaning I just focus on the lungs and everything in the chest outside of the heart. That's the cardiac surgery part. So I do the thoracic or chest surgery. I've been at Saddleback since 2016 and been a part of the robotic thoracic surgery program, the lung cancer program, as well as their cancer committee and lung nodules. So my passion has been lung cancer. I've been very happy to be a part of the Saddleback program since that time.
What made you want to focus on thoracic?
You know, during my surgery training, that was what was my passion. I had a wonderful mentor. He was very instrumental in guiding me towards thoracic surgery, and I like the relationship with oncology patients. You know, I enjoy not just operating, but then following them for years and being part of their lives for a long time. And it's very rewarding. And I think my passion was amplified. You know, my wife is a cancer survivor, and so I think being on the other end, I've used that as a good experience to understand what patients go through, and it's made me a better surgeon and a better physician for my patients.
You can really empathize with them.
Understand
with
what they're going through and understand their concerns, understand their challenges, and cancer care is always evolving, so it's an exciting time right now with all the new drugs and new trials that we have, especially in the world of lung cancer.
That's wonderful. So what exactly, I know we've touched on it a little bit, but what exactly does thoracic surgery treat or manage?
So predominantly it's lung cancer.
Predominantly.
Lung nodules, anything in the chest. I also will focus on thymic or mediastinal, we call it middle of the chest tumors, so thymic cancers, esophageal cancers, any disorders of the diaphragm like diaphragmatic hernias. I will do infections in the chest, we call those empyemas, and rib fractures or rib traumas. So really anything in the chest or thoracic cavity, but overwhelmingly my practice and what we see is lung cancer or lung masses.
So would you say that that's the most predominant?
Yes, probably, especially for my focus, I would say probably 80% of my practice is really lung cancer and robotic lung surgery.
You must have seen a lot of improvement throughout the years in your career. What is the prognosis of people who are getting lung cancer? Are you able to?
Yeah, you know, it used to be that 80% of patients were stage 3 or 4 and surgery wasn't always an option and the drugs were not as effective. And now we have lung cancer screening. We're catching things early, so I get to see a lot more stage 1 lung cancers that I can do surgery on and cure. And then believe it or not, there are stage 4 patients with these new we call them targeted or immunotherapies, and they're living for months or years with good quality of life that these drugs are able to kind of put the tumor in suppression or like a pause button and let people live for years. So it's really revolutionized the prognosis and outcome for these patients. It's really exciting.
We used to think of people that got lung cancer were smokers. Is that the case anymore?
It still is. About 90% of people are smokers or former smokers. California is a more healthy state than many states across the country with our laws of smoking.
Not smoking.
But we also have, especially in Southern California, we have a large Asian population, and there are a lot of studies and data that show that there are some genetic non-smoking components for that Asian population. So we see more of the non-smokers here than other parts of the country.
I see. Okay. So when you are determining how to treat, how do you utilize a minimally invasive versus a robotic assisted approach to surgery?
The old approach was an open incision, which would be very painful and a lot of recovery and a lot of risk. The minimally invasive started with the video assisted, and then robotic is I guess I would say a refinement or another level of minimally invasive. So I try to do everything I can robotically. The advantage of the robot is it's three-dimensional, where the video assisted is two-dimensional. The robot also can zoom in 10 times, and the instruments have articulation where the video assisted is more fixed. So I really prefer the robotic surgery for cancer operations because I find it to be more lymph nodes are sampled, you can see the blood vessels, so it's safer. Incisions are 8 or 12 millimeters, so small incisions. So I'm able to operate on patients in their 70s and 80s, and they do very well, and they recover very quickly. And so I'm very thankful that we have that at Saddleback. We have
Absolutely.
we have the latest Da Vinci Xi system, the robot system, and our team, our staff is well trained and well experienced in providing that care. So I'm very blessed to be part of that, where we can provide that for our community.
And I'm sure that those robotics are ever, getting better and better and better
Yes.
as the years go on.
Yes, technology.
Where do you foresee that going?
Well, we've started to do what's called robotic bronchoscopy, meaning you put a scope on the inside and you're able to biopsy
Through the
tumors.
esophagus?
Through the trachea or the
Or
windpipe.
trachea, okay.
And I envision one day, instead of coming from this side to get to the tumor, you'll just come from the inside and remove the tumor from the inside, kind of a high tech, because if we can, there's already technology now where you can actually get to the tumor and inject chemotherapy or inject
Straight at it rather
straight
than
at it. So I have a
harming
feeling as
this room.
technology evolves, maybe the next 5 or 10 years, we'll actually remove it from the inside. Patients will not have incisions, and it's kind of exciting. We'll see where it goes.
Seems logical. So what are some of the prevention methods that you might suggest to your patients so that they can
Yeah, of
live a healthy
course.
life?
Well, in the world of the lung, of course, if you're a smoker, please quit. That's obvious, the most important thing. If you are around secondhand smoke or you have a loved one, then have them quit. But now most people are former smokers, and so I encourage them to see your internist because we have lung cancer screening. That's really the most
Fabulous.
Yeah, so we have a very robust program at Saddleback with our, we have a navigator, a lung nodule program, lung screening program, so we can detect things early.
Great.
So find out from your internist if you qualify. But in general, I tell people to walk every day. We live in a beautiful part of the country,
We
so that's an
do.
option.
We do.
And, of course, drink plenty of liquids and eat healthy, but those are the things that, regardless of what your disease is, will make you more healthy.
Wonderful. Okay, let's tell residents how they can get in touch with you.
Sure. I have an office number, which is 949-679-6874.
Okay.
I also have a website, which if people like, you can certainly look me up on my website and make appointments online as well.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Samir, thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
you for
It's been
joining
a
us
pleasure.
today.
And again, if you need to connect with Memorial Care, there's the memorialcare.org/heart. We have a lot of web resources for patients. So it's been a pleasure, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You're watching This Day. Coming up next, Publishing Club. Stay tuned.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Your smile is key to your overall health. Put it into good hands with Loberg Dental. We are restorative dentistry experts specializing in fillings, crowns, dental implants, root canals, and more. Come experience our exceptional care for yourself with a special offer for new patients. Your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. Let us give you something to smile about. Visit drloberg.com today to make an appointment and get your free exam and x-rays.
Just $40 you're set for the year. 12 shows a year, bring the good times here. Chicago. Club's got your back, don't wait too long. Discounted trips, we're rolling strong. Buy now, don't miss the deal. And the 25, it's all too real. Join the club where the fun won't stop. Chicago Club's the place to rock. 40 a year, what you waiting for? Let's hit the stage, it's so much more. Available now, don't let it pass.
We're live. We're here to tell us about writing for your life. We welcome Publishing Club members, Cheryl Svensson and Marcia Hackett.
Yes.
Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful to have you. Cheryl, when did you join the Pub Club, and what made you interested in joining?
I think I joined about 2020, and it was really just because I love books. I've always loved books, and I started a group that has been writing life stories, and they just kind of combined. And I realized that, you know, reading books and writing go together. So Pub Club, it was it.
It just made sense.
Yep, made a lot of sense.
Awesome. And Marcia, how about you?
I joined probably about the exact same time. It was just at the end of the pandemic. And I spent that time writing my memoirs.
Did you?
Which I finished, but then I needed some help in publishing. So that's why I joined the Publishing Club, and I subsequently got my book published.
Oh my goodness.
And have been in the club ever since.
Wow. So give us a little bit about your background and what made you want to write a memoir.
Well, I was a community college instructor for English as a second language. And I taught for 17 years, but I taught in the adult program, and I absolutely loved it. And of course, this wasn't a writing program, but it was a wonderful job, and I loved that.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you are having an event, Writing for Your Life. Mm-hmm. Who, why, what, where? Cheryl, give us a little bit of an overview about this event and the topic that is going to be presented.
Well, the topic, I think it's especially important to the Publishing Club because they are all writers, but they're all writing about other things, either nonfiction or fiction, but a lot of writers don't write about their life, which is one of the most important things. You know, what kind of a life have you had? Where do you understand where you've been? Then you know where you're going to be going forward. So we thought that, you know, to get them to think about writing about their own life story. And the Publishing Club has published anthologies every year for, what, 15 years or something?
Yeah, this was our 10th
You know, but
anniversary.
they've been stories, you know, that haven't been particularly about their life. So we think it's important that they don't forget their story while they're writing everybody else's stories.
Right. So is that why you feel like it's important for the Laguna Woods Village?
Well, the
residents
Laguna
here.
Woods Village, 18,000 people, everybody has a story to tell, right?
Right.
And you don't take time to sit down and write about it. And if you write about it, you understand it better.
You almost need a pandemic to sit down and write about it.
That's exactly
that's
right.
how it started.
That is.
I mean, years ago, I interviewed Ray Bradbury, the famous writer. And the one thing I remember was he said, everybody has a story to tell, and it's absolutely true.
I agree. Absolutely. So your event is taking place Wednesday, November 13th.
Right.
And so is this open to everybody, to all residents?
Yes, all residents and guests. You know, anybody that has an interest in life story writing or wants to know more about it, yes, it's definitely open to everyone.
Wonderful. So, Marcia, what is your role in supporting
Well,
the
I'm the
presentation?
secretary of the club, but my role in supporting this particular program is I've taken 2 GAB, which stands for Guided Autobiography classes, and 2 of the people on the panel
were my instructors. And so now I'm taking the GAB instructor training so that I can do this when I finish, and I'd like to do it in Laguna Woods.
Sure.
You know, be the instructor for guided autobiography, but it's not autobiography, it's writing life stories. So that's my goal, and that's how I fit in.
And so once you're finished with the book and it's published, what's next?
You mean, what do you mean the book?
Your memoir.
Oh, well, then I'm just keeping on writing. You know, I'm getting to be a better writer, I hope. You know, and in the instructors program, we have certain topics we write about every single week, such as family or career or health, aging, finances, which, you know, affect everybody, no matter who you are. And this helps us to review our own lives, but it'll help, you know, my students, if I have some, to do the same.
Yes. And then are you hoping that these memoirs get passed down through the family, through the generations?
Absolutely. It's the most important thing. It connects generations together.
Right.
You know, they've done research that shows that children, adolescents that know something about their family have higher resilience, self-esteem, self-control than kids that don't.
I suppose it's because you feel a sense of belonging.
Right.
And you feel a sense
Absolutely.
of connection with people that maybe you've only met on a handful of occasions.
That's right. And
As
you haven't
as
heard
your
the
own
stories.
child.
And the stories make it personal. You know, you can see Grandpa was in World War II. What does that mean?
Right.
But if Grandpa tells a story about, you know, flying over, you know, Germany in a fighter jet or something, you know, in 1944, it makes a big difference than just hearing it or reading the research about it.
Right. And then just kind of having a basic understanding of that history of the family.
I really love it when my granddaughters, who are four of whom are in college right now, but when I visit them, you know, they want to know about my life, which is wonderful, you know, because it affects their life too.
Absolutely.
Well, see, that's where writing comes in as important, because you don't have time. You're going to meet now for Thanksgiving. How much time is there going to be with everybody sitting around the table to ask Grandma about her life story?
Right.
So if you have something written with photos added and they're fun stories, you know, they can learn how to relate to Grandma in a different way.
Wonderful. Well, let's encourage Laguna Woods Village residents to come to your event Wednesday, November 13th.
Right.
Clubhouse 3, Dining Room 2 from 2 to 4 p.m.
Right.
Perfect.
And members are free and guests are $5.
That's correct.
Right. Well, I wish you a very good turnout to your event. Sounds amazing.
Well,
Cheryl,
you can come if you want.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for inviting. Cheryl and Marcia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Today. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Oh, excuse me. You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
We believe every senior should be able to remain healthy, happy, and at home. At Caring Senior Service, we understand the value of compassion and companionship. Our caregivers promote health, happiness, and independence. We cook nutritional meals, engage in meaningful activities, run errands, do light house cleaning, and more. Call us toll-free at 833-926-3700 or visit our website, CaringSeniorServiceLW.com. Healthy, happy home. Caring Senior Service.
At Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
celebrating 65. Exciting until you wonder, should I apply for Medicare? If so, how? But I'm still working. What is Medicare Part A, Part B, C, D? Are there penalties involved? We make it easier for you. We discuss the pros, cons, and myths. Call 1-888-225-6468. We help you understand, enroll, and use your benefits so you can go back to doing the things you love.
Okay, folks, as a reminder, in the spirit of Earth, Wind, and Fire, we have a concert coming up called Columba. That's going to be taking place November 9th at 7:30 at the Performing Arts Center. Tickets are $40, $35, and $30. You can go to www.californiaclublwv.com to get your ticket. That looks like it's going to be a really fun event and a great concert. Love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Next up, let's take a quick look at our 5-day forecast again to let you wonderful people out there know what you can expect for the weather. I think it's a great week to get out there and enjoy any recreational activity that you love. Lows in the 70s, high tomorrow is 75, so we're raising up a little bit, dropping back down to 70 on Saturday. The mornings are really cool, so make sure you take your jacket before you leave the house. Tomorrow on this day, we're going to be talking with Hoag Medical and community concerts. So come back with us tomorrow. You never know how silly we're going to get around here, and we love having you. From all of us here at This Day, we hope you make yours a beautiful one.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Remember me? I'm the king of whoopee. And you're watching Village Television. But everybody does.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose what stripes and